Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, Ravens training camp has started. And look, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going into preparation for this upcoming season. Shout outs to all the people that were able to get those tickets to go. You already know I'm in Florida. I could not get them, and I don't think I could have made that trip. But I'll be at one of the games. But shout outs to the Ravens and them and those players starting training camp. Hopefully everything goes well. But we're going to touch on some stuff about training camp, what to expect, what we want, and stuff like that. And what is our expectations? So, look, everybody already knows who the stars of today was. Lamar and OBJ. That goes without saying. It's the common sense. If you watch even a little bit of football, those are the big storylines right now in training camp. And it's not even close, okay? So with everything going on, everyone's going to be watching how well these guys sync. They're going to be watching how well they put things together. They're going to worry about how well their connection is, timing, you know what I mean? And that's going to be on the forefront of everybody's mind. The thing that I feel that's going to fly under a lot of people's radar that they should be watching is the offensive line. I am not an enthusiastic person for the offensive line for this upcoming season. I am not. I have high hopes for Tyler Linderbaum. I have high hopes for Ronnie Stanley, of course, because of the level in which he's portrayed on the field. But outside of that, I don't trust none of them. And that's a big deal. Lamar's going to be throwing more than probably ever in his entire career. So it's not about run blocking. It's about pass pro. How well can you stand up to the opposing pass rush? And I was asking myself, I ask questions to myself sometimes just to see if things would be, sometimes you talk to yourself. I was like, do I trust this offensive line? And do you know what the voice in my head said? No! I am very worried about the offensive line. Who's playing left guard? You see what I'm trying to say? There's so many questions on that line. And I don't trust Morgan Moses. I don't. I just don't. So, I'm sitting here like the only two positions that I'm sold in on is Tyler Linderbaum at center and left tackle at Ronnie Stanley. That's it. Everybody else, I'm like, because we don't know. We don't know. And it's a worrisome thing for me, right? We all know it's worrying for me because how teams play Lamar and this offense, and people don't just change their stripes. You understand where I'm coming from? As Raven fans, we already know that the referees allowed Lamar to get tagged. They allowed for the defense to take cheap shots on him, and they get to walk away unscathed, no penalties, no nothing. They know this. That's why they keep doing it, because there's no reprimanding of their behavior going forward. I'm surprised Harbaugh and them have not sent multitudes of video to the offices of the NFL. Say, we're being, treated unfairly. But that's why it scares me, because where has Lamar been hurt the most? Matter of fact, where has Lamar been hurt every time he's been hurt? The pocket. And the reason why he's been hurt in the pocket is because the offensive line has had massive breakdowns. And on top of them having massive breakdowns, to make it worse, defenders are allowed to tee off against him with no worry of discipline or anything else for them, for their actions. So that's where my worrying comes from. And another thing outside of the offense, because that's what my mind is on straight up. That's what I'm worried about more than anything, is the offensive line. If I had to pick top three, it's offensive line, cornerback number 2, and fluidity of the offense in its entirety. Those three things are the storylines I'm looking for in this training camp. And fluidity of the offense, what I mean is people Because remember, there's going to be a lot of audibling at the line, a lot of checks. Do they know the playbook well enough to be in the right place at the right time? Are they running the right routes? Is Lamar looking at the right thing? You see what I'm trying to say? When there's a lot of checks, a lot of options, sometimes there's multiple option routes in a combination play. And what ends up happening is the receivers have to read what the defenses are doing and react to it properly. Get what I mean? So that's what I'm worried about, Those are the three things: offensive line, cornerback 2, and fluidity of the offense. And I think that everybody moving forward, I think that should pretty much be, I don't care what order you have, but that should be a unanimous thing for everybody looking for our training camp this season. Overall, not being a Debbie Downer, I am excited for this upcoming season. I'm excited to see, Lamar thrive in a pass-first offense. I'm excited to see how much OBJ has left in the tank. I'm excited to see Zay Flowers really that guy. And I'm excited to see how well Likely plays. Very excited about that. Because, injuries and other things it's been a guarantee for the Ravens. We know what Mark Andrews is, but with Likely, a lot of times they're going to be running 2 tight end sets, and I'm so curious to see how they're going to use that man. Not just saying, go run this post, you know what I mean, or run this dig. Nah, I want to see what type of creative ways they get him into the game plan, because he's great with the ball in his hands. He's somebody you give the ball and say, just go. So I'm looking forward to that. But man, it's been a long time coming, man. This whole off season, I just want to say thank you to everybody that continued to watch, continued to participate, continued to donate, continue to become patrons for the Patreon. Thank you. I never slowed down production. For this entire off season, I've been putting out content non-stop. 2 vids a day, 2 shorts a day, with a couple days where there was only one, but there was never a day missed. I think it was 2 days out of all those days where there was only one video for the entire day. Every other day, every other time, it was 2 vids a day with 2 shorts. So thank you all to continue to support the channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring, because I'm giving this my all when it comes to the content for you guys. And I really do take it serious. So, before, just to say the beginning of training camp, we've made it through the dry season. We've made it through. Hallelujah! Water, the sweet rain, touch it. Yes! And it's a beautiful feeling. It really is. Shout outs to the other content creators that had to make their way through this very dry time. Listen, I remember talking to Ing about it. Ing's like, look, man, just get through that. Just get through this month and a half, man. 2 months, man. Just get through it, man. There's nothing on the news cycle. If you can get through it, you'll be fine. And I'm like, I'll figure it out. Shouts to those other content creators, man. Sip the Tally, Coach, Ing Raven, Lunch Break Hot Take. Those are my dudes. You know what I mean? Shouts to those guys, man. Big up Raven C. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have met up with Raven C too. He's out here with his family out in Florida and Orlando, and I was hoping I could have went out there and met him. Because if I did, it was going to be an episode. But I couldn't, 3-hour drive from here, and I just couldn't find the time to go, man. But shout outs to those guys. Shout outs to everybody for supporting, and we're going to keep this going. We haven't even been at the Wunderkind Show for a complete year. And we're almost at 4,000 subs. We're on 10 and a half. Yeah, we're at 10 and a half months since the Wunderkind Show has started, and we're almost at 4,000 subs. So I just want to give a round of applause and thank you for everyone that's supported. Especially, this is my first dry season. This is my first off season doing this, and you guys continue to leave comments. You guys continue to show love, continue to retweet, continue to conversate. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And now that we're back in full effect, let's get this party started. Because I'm ready, baby. And you know what comes when I'm going in. Oh! You know a lot of that's going to be happening this season. You know it. You know even the double slaps. Oh! Black hand side. Oh! So get ready, all right? 2023 NFL season. But that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. I know we get down, we have fun, and we laugh. But everything we talk about is rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Just be respectful when you leave them, please. And if you would like to donate to this channel, bottom of the screen on this side is a QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App's how we do all donations. And the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. All right? And if you would like to go even further and support the channel and get more content while doing so, check out the Patreon. 3 tiers, amazing tiers with extra content stuff. I'm telling you, it's amazing, especially when the regular season starts. It's going to get filled up really quick. And I'm probably, I'm probably going to have a cap on how much per tier because it's a lot for the content. But we'll see what happens when the regular season starts, all right? But this is The Wunderkind Show. The show's not just signing off. And as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.